El puente al final fue todo un poco caótico, pero bueno, esta semana estamos de vuelta y pues eso, con muchísimas ganas. Así que nada, os cuento un poquito la estructura para quien no se haya conectado hasta ahora. Primero vamos a tener la presentación, luego vamos a tener un tiempo de preguntas para que preguntéis todas las dudas que vayan surgiendo y finalmente pues cerramos el webinar con el esperado sorteo y nuestra famosa ruleta. Informaros también de que la sesión se va a grabar para que luego la podáis encontrar en nuestra web y consultarla siempre que necesitéis. Y además os solicitamos, como he comentado hace un ratito, por si no estabais todavía, si podéis indicar vuestro nombre, apellido y nombre de agencia para poder hacer bien el recuento para el sorteo, os lo agradecemos enormemente porque si no luego es un lío. Y bueno, también aprovecho para pediros que si no estáis silenciados, lo chequeéis y silenciéis el micrófono para no tener interrupciones en la presentación y que vaya todo fluido. ¿Vale? Así que ya está, no me enrollo más y podemos comenzar. Hello, Demeiter. How are you? I cannot hear.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, hello. Now I can hear you. Yes,
Perfect. Are you ready for me to start now?
of course. Yes. I hope you are happy to be here with us today and to inform us all about your amazing property. We are all looking forward to hear you. So whenever you want, you can start.
Thank you. Hola, my name is Demeiter, and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing here at Six Senses in Ninh Van Bay. And I thank you all very much for joining us. Lunchtime for you, evening time for me. But I'm actually at the resort itself now, and the weather is amazing. So I'm blessed to be here and speaking to you all today. And I think if there's any questions, please feel free to ask me at the end. So, Xin Chao, as we say here in Vietnam, welcome to Six Senses Ninh Van Bay. And I'd like to show you a map here of where the resort is located. So, if you look on the left-hand side here, you'll see a little area here called Nha Trang. So, this is the airport that you fly into to accept your bookings to come to the resort. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Oh, great. Okay. It's just jumped off there for a second. Can you still see it? Here we go.
Yes, everything good.
Okay. So the resort is located, you fly into Nha Trang, which is Cameron Airport, and then you take a journey an hour up north where you come to our jetty, and then you take a boat across to the resort. Now, the airport itself is accessible by flights from Ho Chi Minh, Hanoi, and also from Da Nang. And there's daily flights from these destinations into Nha Trang. So it's very easy to access the airport. We have a desk at the airport. We have a GEM, which is a guest experience manager, and they will meet you at the airport and take you to your transportation to the resort. The internet is a little bit slow here today. I'd like to show you a video now and welcome you to Nha Trang and Ninh Van Bay. This is the map of the resort. So as you can see, we sit on a lovely horseshoe bay. We're not actually an island. We sit on a peninsula that's not accessible by land. So this map shows a few key points, and the team in Spain will be happy to share this map with you, which shows the highlights of the resort and the locations of the different villas, restaurants and bars, etc. Six Senses Ninh Vaubell turned 20 in November last year. However, we're still winning major awards throughout the world. We won Travel and Leisure last year for Best Resort in Asia, and we were listed in the most recent Travel and Leisure Top 500 resorts within the world. So we're happy to hear that guests are still loving us, and we do have a lot of return guests coming to us. The resort itself has 62 villas, and out of these villas, we offer 1, 2, and 3 bedroom villas. Our lead-in villas are our hilltop pool villas, and then we go on to beachfront, family villas, and the larger villas. All of our villas have their own individual plunge pool, and they all have views of the lovely ocean from the villa itself. It's just a location around the bay of the different views that you may get. These are our hilltop villas here. So we actually have 10 one-bedrooms and we have 5 two-bedroom units here. So when we say 2 bedrooms, it means you have 2 separate bedrooms and then you have an outdoor sala area, which is a living room. It's not air conditioned, it only has a fan. So these are dotted around the hillside of the bay. The next villa type are our beachfront. These are over 50% of our inventory. We have individual beachfront villas, the top left. So downstairs is the bedroom. Upstairs, you have an open plan living room area with views out to the ocean. And then we have 11 units, which are family beach pool villas. So you have the second bedroom up on the top at the back of the living room with twin beds or king bed there. As you can see, we have lovely bathrooms. We have indoor, outdoor showers and these lovely wooden tubs. And then in the bedroom itself, we have day beds as well. So if there is a child traveling and you're in the individual villa, we can make up the day bed to be the bed for the child. Next villa type is our water pool villas. So as you're coming into the bay, they're located on the right-hand side. There's only a few of these villas, as you can see, but we actually have ladders that go directly down into the water, and you can actually snorkel off into the bay. And you may have noticed that on the video that I just showed you. These villas are very popular for honeymooners and couples looking for seclusion. The next villas that we have are the rock pool villas. Now, these are located on the left-hand side of the bay as you're coming into the resort. Magnificent views. They sit on the rocks here, as you see, but unfortunately, we don't allow direct access to the ocean because they're on the point as you're coming into the bay. But beautiful ropes. And then also you need to take a look at the walks that you may have to do when you're coming to the villas as well. So the beachfront sit on the beachfront. We've got bicycles and you can ride around. When you're staying on the hilltop, the water villas or the rock villas, you can ride your bikes or buggy to a certain point, and then you'll have staircases that you'll have to walk. So a bit mindful for those that may be older or have issues with walking or potentially hiking upstairs. Then we go into our larger villas. So these are our hilltop villas here. We have a 2 bedroom and then we have a 3 bedroom hilltop residence available. We then go into our next villa type, which is the Rock Retreat. So these are our 2 largest villas. So on both of the points as you're coming into the bay, you have the Rock Retreat and the Water Reserve. You may have seen pictures of these because these are the only villas in Vietnam at a resort that have the slide going into the swimming pools. So this is the Rock Retreat. It's 3 bedrooms. This is accessible by boat mainly. There is a hilltop that you can walk over for those that are quite fit, but it's got magnificent views and sits on the point. The other one on the other side is the water reserve, again, having a slide going into the pool from the top deck and living room area there, again, offering 3 bedrooms and privacy and the pool going out onto the water there. So it's quite a stunning location. These villas are actually becoming very popular for international travelers coming to Vietnam. I just had a video here. I was going to see if it will play, but I don't think it's going to play. Look at the fun that you can have if you're staying in one of these villas. Now going into food and beverage, we have a selection of restaurants and bars at the property. The first one is Dining by the Bay. So again, that sits on the right-hand side of the Horseshoe Bay. This is our breakfast restaurant with a lovely breakfast buffet. We have international and local cuisines on offer for breakfast. And then in the evening time, we offer a Vietnamese menu and also a Vietnamese buffet during larger group seasons and peak season when the resort is busy. We then have Dining by the Rocks. That sits up on the rocks. It's open at the moment 2 nights a week. In busier periods, it's open 4 nights a week. Lovely setting over the bay. It's a set menu and it's a seafood and steak restaurant and salad. It's about 160 steps to walk up to this restaurant too, just FYI. The next one is Dining by the Pool. This is actually located on the jetty as you're arriving at the property. We have lunchtime dining here, open in the evenings. This is a Mediterranean restaurant. We have an a la carte menu. We have a pizza oven, and it's good for families and children as they can play around in the sand. We also have the pool garden. So when the resort is busier, we have like a little Vietnamese market area, or we do seafood hot pot nights as well. The top of the restaurant here has lovely views out to the ocean and nice sea breeze coming in. You can also see some monkeys. Today I was sitting up having lunch and there were lots of the langurs jumping around, which was quite cute. We then have quite a few options for destination dining whilst you're staying at the resort. So we have the Wine Cave, which is an air-conditioned cave near Dining by the Bay. Quite a nice little opportunity for something a little bit intimate and different. Obviously, we've got private beach barbecues that we can offer on the beach here. We do in-villa barbecues as well. And then we can do dinners in the plant farm and also up near our solar farm as well. So quite a few options for guests when they are staying with us. These can all be booked in advance. So this is the farmhouse, which is set up high on the hill looking out there, and we have a telescope there as well. And then we also have Grandma's Kitchen. So Grandma's Kitchen is a traditional Vietnamese kitchen area. We can do lunches and dinners here, and then we can also do cooking classes as well, which are quite fun. In terms of bars, we have Drinks by the Bay. So this is an area when you're walking into Dining by the Bay. We have a pool table here and we have some books as well. And you can sit in the afternoon and have some nice cocktails or post dinner, you can have some cocktails. We also then have Drinks by the Beach. This is on the jetty as you arrive and we do a wonderful happy hour there in the afternoon. And we've got some wonderful net beds with cushions that sit on the water there. So it's quite a nice time to watch the sun going down there and catch the breeze. In terms of spas, like Six Senses, we have a spa here. We have 6 treatment rooms. We've got Vietnamese treatments and obviously Six Senses signature treatments. We've got customized detox programs. We offer integrated wellness programs along with women's wellness. There's 5 resorts in Six Senses where that started this year. We've got flying yoga. We've got a meditation sala, and this afternoon we were doing sound healing, which was quite lovely. So we enjoy the spa. We also have an activities list, which is done weekly for guests to enjoy some of these whilst they're at the resort as well and see what some of the areas offer. Here are some pictures. So the left-hand side is walking into the spa. Here are some people doing aerial yoga, and this is a wellness consultation that somebody is having whilst they're staying at the resort. And we've also got the sleep ring as well if you'd like to track your sleep whilst you're here. This is the meditation sala and the gym, popular areas for the guests whilst they're here as well. Activities. So we sit on a little bay, but we actually do have quite a lot of activities that the guests can engage in whilst they're here. They can also just sit on the beach or by their pool and enjoy themselves if they'd like to just relax whilst they are here. So being on the water, we offer fishing. Nighttime, we do family movies down on the jetty. We can also do private movies at your villa as well if you like, if you're traveling with family or friends. You can go out on the water and do catamaraning. We have water skiing. We've got wakeboards. We have fun tubes for the kids and the families to go out as well. And then we also do sunset and sunrise in the traditional Vietnamese boats as well. If you're a bit more adventurous, we also do an e-foil. Here we have beach picnics, lots of hiking. We did a hike this morning up to see the langurs, the monkeys at the reserve, the cruises, as I mentioned, and also cooking classes are a lot of fun for couples, families, or just individuals. Fishing, catamaran sailing, water skiing, and snorkeling. We have our own home reef here at the resort. We've got lots of coral and fish here, and our marine biologist from Six Senses in London head office was here just recently and said the snorkeling was as good as the Maldives. We also had a group here with me at the moment, and they've been out snorkeling every day, very interested in seeing what's happening with our own home reef. So lots of fun and water sports to be had whilst you're here at the resort. We also have rock climbing. We have these wonderful rocks at the back of the resort, so you can try some rock climbing as well. And then obviously we've got some night kayaking activities as well, which you can head out over the reef to see the fish that we have. Now, we don't forget our little kiddies. We have Grow with Six Senses. This is our kids club, which is called VOOK. It's one of the largest kids club Six Senses properties. We have 45 activities for the children, lots of activities, obviously, during peak times like Christmas and New Year. Tet and Chinese New Year and Easter. We take children from 4 to 12 individually. If you'd like to bring your children which are younger, we do have a nanny or babysitting service which is available, but the kids love it. There's lots of activities which are complimentary and also those that can be paid for as well. But the kids have lots of fun whilst they're here as well. Here they are growing around and we teach them about planting, the langurs, and sustainability. In terms of the Earth Lab, we have a fantastic team here that can take you out and do lots of things with you. So we have the alchemy bar where you can learn to make soap and oils. We talk about the reef with the kids and the families, and also you can go and do the langur discovery like I did here this morning myself with a group of people. These are our cute little guys that hang around the resort. They do move around. At the moment, we have quite a lot just hopping around near the spa, the restaurant, and different areas of the resort, even outside your villa. Other times of the year, they go up to our reservoir where we get our water from. But, they're always around and about, and we conserve them and report back to the bodies in the mainland about how the langurs are going. And we almost have 200 of them here on site. They're vegetarians, they're very friendly. They'll take a look at you as you're looking at them, but they won't come anywhere near you, don't worry. And we have a soft one in the villa as well if you'd like to take one with you. This is our solar farm. So we're the only resort in Vietnam that has a solar farm. We have 6 panels here. So growing our own vegetables and herbs, which we use in our cooking in our restaurant, is very important to us. And as I mentioned before, we've got the farmhouse restaurant where we can do destination dining or a group together as well. So we also have the green tour. We can take you around and show you what we're growing. And we also have a chicken coop as well. So you can pop around and get your own eggs to be cooked in the morning at the breakfast restaurant for you. This is the alchemy bar that I mentioned. Six Senses has a lot of these. So this is where you can go, as I mentioned before, make soap, learn about oils. And again, this is on our weekly activities as a short program, but you can do these as individually yourself as well if you would like to. We have a bees residence, so we have our own honey that we produce on the island here. Here's our little chickens that are probably the best looked after chickens in Vietnam. And then also we can do wedding and events on the property as well, renewal of vows or functions whilst you're here. And as we say in Vietnamese, come on, thank you very much for your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to share them with me now.
Thank you very much, Demeiter, for your amazing presentation. So now we go into the questions. Eh, bueno, espero que os haya gustado mucho la presentación y ahora, si queréis, podéis preguntar todas las dudas que os hayan surgido, tanto por el chat como si queréis abrir el micrófono y hablar libremente con Demeiter, pues estupendo. Vamos a ver que creo que había una pregunta por ahí pendiente de Chloe. Sí. We have a question from Chloe, and she's asking, what is the maximum occupancy for the family villas?
So depending which villa you're in, you've got the two bedroom and the three bedroom. So we can do in the three bedroom, I believe we can do six persons, and we can also do a rollaway bed as well. And the two bedroom, we can also do a rollaway bed. If you're staying in the one bedroom villas, you've got the bedroom, as I mentioned, with the day bed, which we can make into a bed for you. And then obviously the family villas, you've got the bedroom downstairs, which can have two plus the day bed, and then upstairs. But I can
¿Qué
send you
dices? Y
through a
bueno, ¿sabes dónde
document
dice?
which you
Puedes,
can share
perdón,
with them if
se
you
va
like.
o les entra o pídamelo privado o lo que tú me digas.
Clara parece
Yo
que
te voy
tiene el
mandando.
micrófono abierto.
The best season for Ninh Van Bay. So
Perfecto,
now
perfecto.
there's two seasons in Vietnam, which is the
Cuando hablo
wet
de
season
comprar
and the
esto,
dry
lo que no sé.
season.
¿A
So
dónde, a
now
dónde?
Phu Quoc, Ho Chi Minh City, etc., are all going into the wet season. So now is the best season for kind of this way upwards to the north. And then we have our wet season from September through to December.
Okay, thank you very much, Demeiter. Let's give them some more minutes if they want to add something more. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta más? Mira, Ana Cebrián has another question. Which experiences are included in the rate? I have some clients to whom I propose the property. They will be traveling by the end of July, beginning of August.
Which activities? So basically we've got snorkeling, the snorkeling, the paddle boards, all those kind of things are complimentary. We've got badminton, we've got tennis, all of those are complimentary. What I can do is send you through a activities list which you can have a look at and share with them. And then they're obviously smaller ones. So the sound healing today is like a test for people. It's only for 30 minutes. They might do some aerial yoga for 20 minutes. They might do some yoga meditation for 20 minutes. So these are like tasters, which are complimentary, and then you can do longer versions yourself if you wish to.
Thank you very much.
And I think the good thing about Spain, you don't require a visa to come to Vietnam. I think you've got 45 days, which is free.
Ana Cebrián asks also which from villas, how far are these from the hotel outlets?
Pardon me, sorry.
Sorry, Ana Cebrián asks also beachfront villas, how far are these from the hotel outlets?
It depends. So if you've got it, you arrive in the middle of the bay. So we've got them on both sides of the bay, and then there is half of them are close to the main breakfast restaurant, which is dining by the bay, and then the other ones are on the other side, which are near in the middle where the pool bar is and the jetty where you arrive. But you've got the bicycles that you can ride around, and then which are complimentary, and then you also have buggy service. That rides around. So each villa, when you arrive, gets assigned a guest experience manager, which we call a gem. And then you can message with them and they will pick you up from your villa and take you, or you can ride your bicycle around. You've got the choice.
Nice. Perfect. Bueno, ¿alguien tiene alguna pregunta más? Dejamos un minutito más por si alguien quiere preguntar algo. Y si nadie dice nada, pues pasamos directos al sorteo, si os parece. I'm just informing them that we are having a minute or more or less if anyone wants to make another question. But if not, we go direct into the raffle.
I pretend to do the raffle draw.
No, we are going to show a roulette with all the names and
What is the quality of the sand and the water? I will show you. So today, let's see a picture. This is some people on the, can you see that today?
yep.
Can you see the video? That was some people out there today, and then this was the view when I was walking around today. And this is the water coming in. So the water is actually very blue. It's very Maldivian. You can see the fish when you're walking on the jetty and when you're snorkeling just off the beach. The good thing about our beach is the tide does not go out too far. So if you're staying in the beachfront villas, you can walk out directly to the beach and you can go snorkeling. So the beachfront villas, when you're upstairs, you have the ocean view, but this is the view from your bedroom. So this is the view from my villa this morning. But the water is lovely. The sand in some areas has a little bit of broken coral, but overall, as you go in, it's quite soft.
Amazing, Demeiter.
And I'm Australian, so I'm very particular about my beaches.
Super nice pictures.
I'll show you the monkeys today. This was today, the monkeys in the tree.
Oh my God, they really are near.
Yeah, they're very funny.
Nice. Lovely images of the property. So, bueno, ¿alguien tiene alguna pregunta más? Yo creo que parece que no. Por estos minutitos que hemos dejado, nadie parece que quiera preguntar nada más. Así que pasamos al sorteo directamente. Mi compañera Marta va a compartir ahora nuestra famosa ruleta en pantalla. So, Demeiter, now we are going to do the raffle.
Okay,
Colleague Marta is going to share her screen now.
I'll pretend.
Nice. Sí, sí lo vemos, Marta. Pues, ok, ahí, perfecto. Pues cuando quieras le damos. Venga, un momento, perdón, que no he dicho que no he hecho el premio. El premio van a ser 2 noches en el Six Senses Ninh Bay, ¿vale? Y ahora, pues simplemente desear mucha suerte a quien quiera que sea el ganador. Así que crucemos los dedos. Venga, le damos. Enrique Fernández ha sido el ganador esta vez. Enrique, ¿estás ahí? Enhorabuena. ¿Puedes abrir el micrófono y decirnos...
Sí, sí, buenas.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien, muy bien. No, no me lo esperaba, la verdad.
Pues ha sido el gran afortunado.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Pues,
He's waiting to come. He's waiting for you to come and see him.
Thank you.
pues enhorabuena, Enrique. Si te parece bien, contactaremos contigo lo antes posible para mandarte la información.
Vale, perfecto. Muchas gracias.
A ti, Enrique. Genial.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day, you too.